What's going on? It's your girl Fathom DJ. I am here. What I'm doing right now, and I guess I'm a little sensitive, but what I'm doing right now is I'm working on a song called, I don't know what the song is called. Actually, I do have a hook. I don't know what the song is called though. And it's almost finished actually. I'm not gonna tell you that this process is the easiest. It's not. It most certainly isn't as easy for someone who is not overly pushed. And from a grown person standpoint, I don't want to lead you to believe that I need like somebody standing over top of me like finish the track, because that's not the case. But as in the video that talks about lack of confidence and the purpose, I will say that if you don't, when you're young, if no one tells you that you can do certain things and then kind of pushes you in that direction, you start to have self-doubt. And for lack of other way to put it, because I don't care what you think at this point, I'm too old to care. You start to hear voices that tell you, you know, everybody has several voices in their heads, that you can't or you shouldn't. And unfortunately, that's a space where darkness dwells. And I most certainly have had far too many dark spaces. What gets me through is creation. And I can't always say that every day I wake up this inspired. I did not wake up today this inspired. I appreciate social media. It has helped me in a lot of ways. But if you're not real sure and certain about what you want from it, it will take all of you. It's an idle place for idle people, unfortunately, and it is where, you know what they say about the idle mind. You know, you can start off in those spaces being happy for people, and you know, and then it creates a voice in you that's like, why isn't that happening to me? Or, you know, why didn't they ask me to do that? Or look at these people's lives and look at my life. And so you gotta temper how much of that, because everybody's posting and trying to look the best that they can look. You know, it's no diss to anyone who is really living and doing all of the things that they're doing. But you really got to have a strong sense of self in order to go into those spaces and not always be winning, right? So what's getting me today, so I did this one video. I'm inspired, these videos and talking through my process with you helps me to want to create. So this is why I'm in the studio. This is why I'm at my desk. This is why I am working on this song. The drum should be the start of the track. And my drums are getting tighter, and I'm really proud of those. And so I started with my drums, and my drums title of the drum started off as Afro-Latin Freak, because it's dope to me. Then the keys and the chords happened, and you know, thanks to my man Self Black, and we had a session, and Pap said something, and it started to come together. And then I brought it back home, and I added some vocals, and so I'll play you a little bit of it just so you get the idea. Because I've been having issues today. We got you moving, we got you moving, we got to keep it on and on. I had to get another song that I'm releasing. This is for my EP, and I think my EP is going to be titled What's to Come, if I can get my life in order. You know, life is a process. All of this is a process. But when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, there's something missing, because I recorded these whispers and it was a good day that day. We got change. We got change. Kind of a chant. We got change. 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 So what I'm feeling right now is no, I'm not a musician. I'm not. What I am is creative. And I don't want to bind myself, because it's like I'm learning, I'm flowing. I have people that I want to work with. I definitely want to work with Gregory Carmouche and a few other instrumentalists and things of that nature. We have a bunch of things that have to be organized, like schedules, recording sessions, things that I truly can't always afford to compensate people for, or what have you. The goal would be to create live opportunities so that these people can be booked with me to play this under the act of Itulom. And Itulom is the name of my live band concept. Because it's like right now, we do a show every year for Bruise, Brats, and Brass. That show is where I have Jocelyn Winston and Fred Jackson accompany me. Fred Jackson is a saxophone player and a flute player, as well as a clarinet, and Jocelyn is a vocalist. And so there's live instrumentation in my set, you know, tunes that I spin. So they're popping in and out. Of course, we have originals that we perform during the set, and then I play classics, current, some hip hop, some disco, and some soul in that. But what I want to do is I want a band. Like, I want a percussionist, I want Jocelyn, I want Fred, I want a bass guitarist, a keyboard player, and kind of a full throttle. So the more songs that I put out, the more possibilities that they have. And I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to start practicing with Carmouche and hopefully Self Black, so we can anchor some things down for next year. If I don't do that kind of stuff, when I don't feel it in my spirit, then 9 times out of 10, I'm depressed. And so I know that everybody isn't in love with their current state of doings in terms of work. And I also know that the babies need to have somebody who understands them, you know, based on the period. What I am gonna say is it's important for us to push each other to be creative, even if you know I've been putting stuff out on the market. Some of the stuff sells, some of it doesn't sell. It's a stream of income for me. It's a passive stream of income for me, but I don't always put out the things that I make. Sometimes I just gotta make stuff to work through whatever it is in my spirit that's bothering me. Sometimes I have to do things, you know, to keep myself from being idle. And so from an encouragement standpoint, it's part of the reason why I'm doing these videos, is because I know that somebody will come along and have that, and I really need to log off Facebook. The addiction is very real. So that's where I am today. I'm in this mode. I'm cranking these videos out. Sometimes the videos help me release energy that puts me in focus for my project. I feel really good about this song, even though I don't have a title. I am inspired. I have this idea for this particular tune, and I'm not going to go into details about it, but what I'll say is, yeah, you just got to keep pushing, and I got to keep pushing. And so I'm sending you cosmic kisses and well wishes to your day and week. I'm Fathom DJ. You can find me at findingfathomdj.com. You can find me at #findingfathomdj. You can find me at #fathomdj in your world wide webosphere. Instagram, Google Play, iTunes, TrackSource, Beatport, Facebook, LinkedIn, TrackSource, Bandcamp is my favorite. And soon, Patreon. Got to get my mind together, my spirit together for Patreon, but space.